Let's go now. 46 yard long. 49. I got you.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey, 4 down.
Now Johnson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Buddy up. Rotate. Get that quarterback.
Now Jackson. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Jackson. This one caught by Isabella. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
First down, Cardinals.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Mike, watch 49. Time to go night-night. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. You're not ready. You're not ready. Under 10. Under 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Screen play, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Set, ready? 30 base. Watch the slap, watch the slap. Look at me, zipper.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Alert 86, alert 86. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stick. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
2nd and 5 now. Stick. And it's incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're going to go play action now with Stick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Let's bring it. Shoot, shoot. Hey, watch the sled. Let it go.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Dumping it off for Johnson. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Cardinals 6.
Go! 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. 5. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
6-6, pull it high.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Stick looking to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. The 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Amari Cooper. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And his kick is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Johnson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Underneath for Johnson. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Here we go. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
3-8, echo, get it.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On third down, it's Stick. And it's complete. Henry. The end result, 21 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Now Gordon on first down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stick. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun throw for Stick. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
86. He's sneaky, guys.
On 4th down, here's Stick. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. It's free.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a first down.
First down, Arizona.
Cut it. Mike, 149. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check 9, check 9.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 13-yard line.
On second down now. It's Johnson, and able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Your trip ends here, baby. Your trip ends here. Ready, ready. Get the leg. 49's the money. I'm trying to collect.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's get it.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd and 10, Stick escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Blue draw quarter. Now. Hey, Zoo. 24 down.
3rd down, they'll throw with Stick. He's got a man. It's Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Set. 10 logo.
They can't hang with us. Check 52.
Big grip.
On 1st down, it's Gordon. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Jake Elliott set for kickoff.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Stick. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Stick from the gun. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Mike, 49. 49 to Mike, watch 49. Let's go, D.
On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Yep.
He's coming to you.
Hey, seam 6.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This is Gordon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, high 7. Yo, cheetah. Shoot.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stick forced out to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Emmanuel Agba make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ochena Nwosu in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. 49, guys. Mike, 49. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Check the backer. 36. Slam. That's it. 49, hey, 49. Check Mike.
Here's Jackson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
51's the mic.
From the 38, Stick able to get this to Gordon. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Hey, Haywood.
Here we go again.
Complete grip.
Stick looks to throw. Cooper's got it. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz that scheme. Get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Welcome back now here in London. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play.
Ready up. Smooth. Get it.
Throwing on second down. Stick. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check three.
Here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Gordon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
1st and 10. Stick. Got Gordon open. Completes it. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 2 plays in a row there where the defense just annihilates the running game.
Yeah, they feel pretty good about themselves right now, don't they? I can guarantee you in that huddle, man, we've got them on the run. They can't move the ball. And there's always one guy who says, hey, we might be getting set up for something. Make sure you loosen up a little bit and look for the big shot.
Yeah, have to be ready here in pass protection on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Able to find Isabella. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jackson being chased out left. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the purse.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Check.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two-play.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Back to you. Watch this.
Back to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
First down, Arizona.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team here, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.